Welcome back, everybody, here to the CSGO Championship Series. I'm Toby1, joined by Asaticus, as well as our special guest for this group stage, Fnatic Khan, as we're going into map number 2. NiP going up against PENTA. NiP looked a little bit shaky at the start, but they really hit back pretty hard on Nuke.
Considering Nuke was their map choice as well, and usually is a map that was strong for them, it was a bit surprising to see that.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect NiP to struggle as much as they did against PENTA, but then again, let's remind ourselves that it's only like, what is it, like 35 hours ago since they played a final in front of 1 million people, so much tension, and now they're trying to just get back on track, and eventually they did so. Strong play from Forest, they regrouped their troops, successfully utilized the outside area versus PENTA. That took a few too many risks, I say. Going into Dust2, I think two things going to be particularly interesting is the AWP battle between Alu, who played phenomenally throughout the ESL1 tournament, especially in the latter part, versus Dennis, a very aggressive sniper. He likes to take the early peaks. And the next thing, I expect us to see a lot of skirmishes in the upper halls of Dark. T-side NiP, they'll prefer to end the rounds with a B split. If that's in a 4-on-4 situation or 5 versus 5, they like to go there, right? And I do believe PENTA, they tend to go aggressive there, kind of mid-game, right? So let's see if they're running into angles or if they manage to catch the NiP guys off guard, kind of like walk down lower Dark and kill them from the back. But all in all, NiP is, again, the favorite, but PENTA, I do think Dust2 is a better map than Nuke is, at least.
Yeah, as far as my view of PENTA on this map, like I know before we kicked off, I was like, you know what, I think NiP is going to completely wipe them on this one. The only thing that will change my mind about this is really the initial picks that come out. How effective Forest is going to be. I'm not even looking to Alu. I'm actually looking to Forest as well as
Freiburg?
Freiburg. No.
Get right.
Yeah, get right's the other one. Because I want to see how much they're able to control the mid. I really want to see also short A, because Dennis, normally when he goes for his pushes, he does the normal checks you look for. So he comes up through short A, he looks at mid doors, he looks at the long double doors as well, and he tries to come up through upper dark. So for me, it's all about this question mark of where do you see them? Like we've even seen on pistol rounds, NiP, they did this in their semi-final at ESL1, where they're just like, you know what, we're just going to push out through the long A site, and they did that 3 rounds in a row. Even when the guns were purchased up on the CTs, they still did the same thing.
The player that Dennis actually reminds me the most of on this map and the play style that he has is actually Smith's from Envy. Just the way that he peeks that early mid up close. He sometimes baits a smoke, goes for that sort of French Rambo style peek, and he also plays A on his off rounds when he's not there and then rotates back. But he's been caught off before in that position.
Well, it looks like we're already underway. So PENTA versus NiP. It is the knife to see who's going to go to what side. Just before we do start this one off, predictions, boys. Who's going to come out on top by how much?
NiP will win this. I think it's going to be closer to 16-10 than I think you told us earlier, maybe 16-4. But yeah,
my bet was
throw
64.
in a number, 16-10 in favor of NiP. But one final concern from my end before I leave it to you guys. How patient NiP will be in their standard T play. I know, at least during ESL1, they played it extremely passively. They took over the angles, timed flashbangs, didn't take too many risks. Are they perhaps now boosted by their performance at Nuke and coming back from being quite down? Will they have the patience to kind of play this style? Because I'm concerned if they're just trying to just take over catwalk early on or rush out long, that they might, be a bit, too caught off by PENTA's aggressiveness. Again, we talked about Dennis Sniper. We talked also looking at how they played on Nuke. They were very aggressive.
Very.
Your last chance, man.
I think that it's going to be, I'm going to say 16-8 to 16-10. I'm more favoring that scoreline. Obviously, PENTA did win that knife round we just saw. So they will get to start out CT, but it's Dust2. That's not as relevant as what we just saw on Nuke. Nonetheless, if they can get a good start, they should easily be able to pick up 6 in the first half.
Well, here we go. Pistol rounds up. Forrest already got the quick B spawn, so he's just running in with the rest of NiP to see who they can pick off. There's only one defender inside the B side itself, and Ninjas in Pajamas. In fact, Dennis is already backed up to the window, so Ninjas in Pajamas can take, or can they? Next, coming up, putting that CZ to work, but Alu, they got to hold the line for Crystal, back in through. PENTA up on the site, up on the platform, and only Get Right's last one. So Ninjas in Pajamas were allowed the site, but they could not hold it.
Yeah, great retake. Really, really strong performance from Penta there. And there's the start I'm talking about. So now they've got a chance to potentially build off this. No bomb plant went down, so NiP, unless they get one here, won't be able to buy in 3.
And where are they going to go this time?
The question is, well, it's predicting how NiP's aggression is going to come out right now, T-side, and if they're going to rush a site, which looks like they're splitting up right now. So
yeah, they've only got 3 coming in through upper dark, so it was logical to just move one down. This is Dennis going for this early push. Got to be careful about that. Forrest was waiting for him, and Dennis is lucky to get out of that one. He had 11 life points and was pushing up with the P90 and full armor. And Forrest knows he did the damage. Ninjas of Pajamas, they come in through mid. Dennis is the man trying to watch in through mid. He's already been dropped down, so there's a P90 on the ground. And in fact, they're just going to start picking up these weapons too. Ninjas of Pajamas have taken out the mid, and that B defenders had to push all the way back up to upper dark, waiting for the rotation to come in from Alu, who's now going to get another frag to his name.
They've secured 2 P90s, so they'll have to play this up close. Haven't been able to get rifles. Alu's actually falling way off the site. This is a bit surprising. He thinks one's going to be coming from lower, but they're not. They're both out front. He's going to have to get there quick to support, because if they take these players down in the site, they'll easily be able to get the defuse out. Luckily, he gets there. But through the window comes Crystal. He's already got 1. Crystal makes it now 2, and Trouble he collects the 3rd. So the P90s can't do anything. This time, though, they do get that bomb plant. So they did invest quite a bit into that round, having not got the bomb on the first one.
All the weapons that were using to hold was what was belonging to Penta anyway. Yeah, they need to have one more eco. I think Alu's plan was to be able to flank around and come back in through the mid doors. So then you could try and sandwich up the Penta push. But some call must have come from NiP saying, they're already pushing in, man. We need to get you back here. And because of that, the Ninjas of Pajamas had 2 players trying to shoot from upper dark, which was the most exposed position they could have asked for.
It was still a bit of a win. I mean, that eco round bomb plant plus 2 kills isn't necessarily a bad storyline.
Yeah,
well, but it looked like it could have been a little more. That's
it's not allowing Penta to like buy up into AWPs and things like that.
Watch this cat push, though. There's only one player directly on the site. It's going to be Troubley, who has to realize they're not coming long and rotate back quickly. Luckily, Speedy's very quick indeed and already there, but Forrest has Crystal. That's your 1 man down.
Yeah, they know there's more coming, but they need to try and bring down. Dennis is the first one.
Oh, nice shot.
Freiburg, absolutely crucial in these kills. And that's going to be, it's going to be a round to Ninjas in Pajamas. They do lose 1 in Freiburg, but in return they get M4s, they get Famises, they get a hell of a lot. And here's that shot from Freiburg, number 1, and then just number 2.
Yeah, that was huge. Troubley was actually quite quick in coming back. A lot of times you see players, when they come cat, wait around it long, just a little bit too long.
Look at the buy. Crystal's picked up an AWP here. It's a completely naked AWP as well, and he's trying to go for the shots.
He's tagged up by Alu meanwhile, though. Nice shot. There's your first down, though. It's actually going to be NiP that drops a man. Wow.
Forrest.
Up and over.
Oh, he's playing leapfrog with the boxes and gets next from above. And NiP now, they know they have the B site. The bomb's going to be dropped, so Freiburg can take that one. Alu's still walking around with his AWP as he just drops Dennis. But it's up to Crystal and Troubley. They want to try and hold on to this AWP. And where is... Crystal's got that. But he's playing around the CT spawn, which is pretty exposed.
Troubley's low HP as well, so they might fall off and just give up the fact that B's already been taken. They'll get a bomb plan out of this and want to save that AWP for the next round, because the rest of the team will be able to buy into it then.
If Penta in fact try and save this over at the T spawn, then they're going to lose it. They're going to stick over at pit. I'm wondering if this is almost worth it for Get Right to try and hunt them.
Well, I think Troubley's pushed up this far away because he's got low HP. He's only got a P90. Yeah. He can at least tell Crystal where they're coming from, and he's trying to play long angles from CT. So hold it, yeah, and he's already spotted 1.
Yeah, so he knows he's on long, and that's where the push is coming up. Because he actually got revealed, Troubley's going to breach out, looking for Get Right.
But look at Freiburg now. Freiburg's taking the invitation, so they want this AWP.
Yep. Well, more importantly, they want it out of the hands of Penta. It cost them so much to buy this.
Oh, they're all coming in. I think he might be able to save this. He's deep enough in pit. I don't think they're going to get around the corner. Yeah, so he got it. That's all they needed. That's all they could have hoped for. The other gun does not matter nearly as much.
Yeah, it's just a P90 at the end of the day. Holding onto the AWP is the big thing. But at the same time, look at the weapons being purchased up, or look at the lack of weapons being purchased up here by Penta. They're still relying on this 1 AWP pick to come from Crystal. Definitely helping as far as his kills, and actually they're doing the boost over the mid, but Alu saw it. So the AWP's going to be dropped now into the hands of Dennis. Try and peek over the top of the smoke with a little bit of a man boost. Exist. Nade toss. This one's so close. He sees him. Gets the hell out of dodge.
Look at the mid presence right now, though, from Penta. They're all there. So they know if NiP want to push through, they're going to be ready for it. Meanwhile, Get Right checks out long. That might give them an indication that they should try and push up Cat. That's where Troubley is.
He didn't see him.
Oh, he went right by him.
Yep.
You're dead right. I don't know if
But
Troubley even realized it.
He kills off Alu, and now he realizes there's another one there, but that means Alu thought it was all safe to go. Troubley with the AWP kill. Takes out Exist, and now it's 2-on-2. It's a nice Molotov. This will keep the short A players out. And the plant down for Freiburg.
The problem is he can't plant it for long. He's got to plant it in behind that protection box from Cat.
I think they're okay with this because it's 8 life points on both of the CT players. So they'll be feeling confident as long as they don't get picked up by the AWP. They want the CTs to try and battle up nice and close.
No nades to work with. That would have been the easy suggestion. Next is going to drop, but Troubley's already running. He wants this AWP. He doesn't care. Man, that was a great play by him. That flash, he just sat in the corner. Got both kills for it.
To be honest, I don't think he had any idea what the hell was going on. He just put his head in the corner. He was completely flashed. And it was more bad luck for Alu when you just have that CT poker set up. It's like, I don't think anyone's gone past me. I'll just look back over towards short. And this is that moment right here. It's like, okay, I don't know that guy's over on my right. So I kill him. I look up. Actually, maybe he did, considering he did look to the right straight away.
Well, and Alu was also probably thinking, my teammate's already gone by there. So things are good over here. Oh, I'm dead.
Yep.
So
thought safe, wasn't.
They do have guns out. Crystal's got his op this time, so they aren't going with Dennis. It's going to be the one to hold it, and they've gone for that 3A push. They don't see anyone right away, so now he rotates back toward the mid. This is more your default setup. Dennis is going to be there for the crossfire.
It's kind of funny. We've been talking about Dennis being the primary AWPer here for Penta, but Crystal is the man that normally does take it, unless they're going to do an aggressive move, and then they give it over to Dennis. Dennis, well, he'll use the M4 to bring down Freiburg, trying to push in through the mid doors. And Alu needs to really find himself a shot here. Because right now, Ninjas in Pajamas do not have the advantage. They've got 2 in mid, 1 moving up through short with just that floater of Forest. He's got the other AWP for Ninjas in Pajamas watching to the B site. They want 1 pick and that's all. They'll play this very, very slow. Because they also want to have the chance of saving these 2 AWPs.
Still trying to get the information. Oh, Get Right's going to go down on Cat. Alu at least finds a kill in response. But they're down significantly here, and Forest is low. They've got double op. Do they try and save it? Alu doesn't want to. He goes and takes out Speedy. But watch out, because Crystal's still pushing on Catwalk, and he's going to catch one jumping away. That's Alu. So Forest all by his lonesome. Very awkward position as well.
He's got 28 life points and needs to hold.
Oh, Crystal heard him. Crystal heard him running through for sure.
Yeah, but he's only got 18 seconds left, so the ability to save here for Forest is going to be possible.
So that'll tie us back up. 3-3. NiP, though, with great economy. Get Right, 9,400. Alu, 59. They'll easily be able to buy into the next round, and by saving this AWP, that only adds to their pocket. So there you go. Penta tying things back up. Great shot by Alu through those doors, but not enough in the end. They'd already lost too many men to start things off.
Looks like we're going to have ourselves a pause, but we can see Penta becoming nice and aggressive. So this time they're running the double AWP. So 1 for Crystal, 1 for Dennis. So for Penta, if you can find it, of course. Where Forrest with his own AWP, it's going to be a difficult pick. The other option is Dennis tries to do something finally over at long doors, which we haven't seen a lot of action at.
Crystal went there last round, and that's more the default. You see 3 players push it right away. It's your first point of contention. If someone shows up, great, you're all there. If you don't, you instantly, within the first 5 seconds, rotate that first player back off to mid. We see Get Right do it usually for NiP. In this case, it was Crystal who had the AWP, the op, who ran back toward middle. The other thing is, if you're going to run 3 there, the op should be the first out because he can then turn and cover off Cat. And that reverse angle out from Carr is actually quite powerful with that gun because they're going to be running in past the wall. You've got to hit pretty much every shot with a rifle. The op's a little bit better there. So I could see them going and trying to hold long with an op if they go solo or maybe with only 2. But with 3, I expect the op to rotate and be the backside player of that push every time.
Okay.
And it worked that time because he came around. Dennis was already waiting in the top ramp of middle. So the crossfire was set. And I mean, it just, you saw what happened. They tried to get through mid-exist, drop down, and then it was left to just Alu and Forest.
Yep. We're in another pause at the moment as the players just not feeling 100% or, I don't know, TeamSpeak crash, either way. We do have comeback again, so what's your thoughts so far, man? 6 rounds in.
Pretty much as always in today's Counter-Strike Go, it's, you know, no matter what you win the pistol round, you know it's going to be tough to get ahead because the pistols are simply too strong. And that was the same this time around. Surprisingly, I felt, I mean, not that I felt, but I was surprised that Crystal tried to get the early AWP shot, because I don't think that NiP assumed that they're up against AWP. So they kind of revealed that right off the bat in that round. I think that was round number, the first eco they had, basically. Well, eco. They bought it.
Yeah, round 3. It would have been round 3.
Where he ended up saving it, I think, in the pit long. So that was a little bit surprising. I would probably have done something differently, maybe boost him cat to go into the dark tunnels and get that frag. Eventually, though, I think they had that round, but just the execution wasn't really perfect, and something I would expect from a tier 1 team. But nevertheless, maybe he could have killed Alu, who had another AWP. But yeah, the game is currently pending, so to speak. None of the teams have a very big bank, so the next round is extremely crucial.
Well, next round's actually beginning, so let's get ourselves back inside the game as we will start the 7th round of potentially 30, which are in front of us. And we'll see if Ali can get that first pick up.
3 ops total, 2 on CT side. Now Alu, yeah, still trying. There it is, through the smoke. There's Dennis again, as we talked about, the one trying to get through there and into lower.
Although actually read that one perfectly. When the smoke comes out through the mid, you realize that Dennis is going to try and push up through short, so he went for the 3rd extra shot.
They're still going over toward A up Cat, but Crystal's responded with Forrest, and unfortunately there's still 3 players over there. Speedy's done the damage. He's going to get actually 2 for his efforts.
They should switch.
Finally, Alu drops down. There's your rotator already gone. They'll plant for Cat. This will be an easy hold because the 2 last players are long.
Yeah, but they've got to be careful. There's still 1 AWP and 1 AK. So they have to be a lot more defensive about this. There's still some smokes available for Penta, and okay, either this is a move back to flank or it was going to be a save. But they're moving up.
Well, Alu's got the cross easily covered. That smoke's only covering, so there. He's called it right now. Get Right's going to be still there to hold off on the bomb, and Freiberg's there to support. I'm surprised he's not a little bit closer. Now he comes up to the corner. Crystal, though, still looking for more. Oh, whiffs on one. Going to get Right on the way out. That's all he's going to get. And he's going to try and save this off, but watch out. Alu's already there.
And Alu's going to take him. The AWP being thrown down into the pit from the bomb blast. He realized without a defuse kit, there was no way to do it. At least he got the pick over on Get Right, but you look at the cash at Get Right. He's still got 3K after buying, and there's still another 8.2K over on Alu. A 10-1-4 on the stats for this round. He's really been doing a lot of work for NiP.
So with pistols this time, Troubly's going to be the only one up toward long. He'll get aggressive on the door, but the rest are all at B for a stack. Unfortunately, NiP's got 4 toward long, but that flash gets Troubly in. Good damage, takes down 1. Freiberg does respond. Now they can move with this bomb because Forrest has realized there's everyone on B.
It's a full move from Penta to try and take up a dark. But that means they've got no control whatsoever over on the A side. And Get Right's managed to find a little bit of a corner of smoke. He saw Crystal jump back to the mid.
They did pick up 1 AK from this, keep in mind, but they're still a long way from the site.
And they still have to battle up. Well, actually, there's no AWP for Ninjas in Pajamas, at least.
That was...
looks long.
Actually, they are going to try and go up Cat. I thought they might just look for long for
Here's that
exit
door.
kills.
Alu's the one that's waiting for him. He takes out Speedy. But Dennis with the patience, able to get at least 1 frag. They're coming up. They're coming up through CT spawn. The T's are backing out. There's Crystal who's looking for the more extra frags, and he's going to pick up Freiberg. He was thinking about the gun, but he knows he doesn't have enough time for it. But Ninjas in Pajamas will take the round. They hold 1 AK, and looks like Get Right gets back 2 of the kills, including the AK, which was in the hands of Dennis.
Actually, he picked up the AWP.
Ooh, that's
he got
big
the
up.
op, so he'll drop that over. That's going to go to Forrest. Or is it? It's going to go to continue down the line, actually, all the way to Alu.
Yeah.
Who, interestingly, has the B-most spawn, so look for him to try and find a pick immediately over in that direction. So the fan out across the map. Forrest still peeking down toward middle just to call those crosses, and there's actually 3 in that direction, so they've changed things up on this A push we talked about from Penta. And Alu's got no smokes against him. It is pistols, keep in mind. Dennis. But he had a shot opportunity. Exist gets it in the end.
It was also the nade which was flying the way of Dennis, and he took so much early damage. Crystal is trying to pistol barrel this one out, taking considerable damage under 15 life. And he's just waiting for the peak. Alu just wants him to inch out, but Nex will come in. He knows where Alu is, and he got him. Actually, no, we got Exist. I take it back. Deagle going to work.
And Alu actually falls off of that because with the op, he doesn't want to lose that in that position. So Crystal will secure the upper part of tunnels, realize they're not there, and here comes the rotations as a result over toward A. But NiP's still got the rifles to work with. They're already up past the elbow, and they're taking them out as they come up from CT stairs. The first one to drop is Speedy. The second is next.
It's a horrible
Rather me,
choke
who's
point.
going to be next? It's Troubley that's stuck inside spawn.
The lines of fire weren't absolutely perfect there from Ninjas in Pajamas. They'll finish the job with Alu with the last AWP shot. I don't know if Forrest was shouting out to his teammate, can you just crouch for a moment? But either way, Ninjas in Pajamas. They hold the advantage for Penta. They do have a buy round now. So AWP into Crystal and 4M4s. So pretty well balanced as far as builds. And look at that, already straight quick push. Crystal in through short A. He wants that mid advantage, and he missed the shot. So no advantage for Penta from the start, and they do reveal out the fact that the AWP was going for that short A pick. Crystal refuses to back up. He's got Dennis behind him, and then the Molotov. He'll be forced to back up now.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to exploit more long control off of this. Exist still stuck on the corner.
Yeah, they're worried about the car.
Well, Crystal's actually going to be ready for this now from the... Yeah, they still are. They're going to try and molly it out, but look at this. Crystal's there. There's what I'm talking about. He's already fallen back. Sees the barrel of the gun. Easy shot for him. Get Right still lurking over toward B. Now has to make his way back over to support his teammates because Freiburg's pushed up quite far up long. Hugging the wall, but he has the bomb, so he's got to be very careful.
Look how Crystal's just playing King of the Castle right now on top of the bomb site. Right, there's just no openings for NiP.
If they can get Crystal, they'll force Troubley and Speedy back onto the site, which actually Troubley's going back now. That would allow Get Right an opportunity to try and come up. But they've got to make sure they get some kills off this, and Troubley's not budging. He hasn't bought it just yet. Crystal's dropped down. He's forced off the site, but he stays alive.
Got to be looking back towards Alu right now. Get Right's in the mid. Everyone's on top of the B site. Freiburg's the first one to drop a Forest. Waiting up a little bit further higher. He takes out a second. Can't take out the remaining ones, but Get Right moving up through short. Takes out one.
It's not planted for him at all, so they're going to stick this easily, and Get Right can't find the kill. So this round's going to go the way of Penta. Or is it? No defuse kit, but he'll get it in the end. Get Right doesn't even try and push forward to force his hand even further, so that means that Penta now gets 4 rounds. I'm surprised they even get up into the bomb site. Crystal dropped down smartly so because he was completely overwhelmed, but Get Right had no opportunity to get there and help his teammates at all.
My prediction might be a little bit off. Unless Ninjas in Pajamas take every single round from now. All ready for the first pickup by Crystal. He got a tag onto Exist, who was running down the mid. But with Flash, as nades, a lot of stuff flying towards this mid area. More nades over the top as well. They're trying to force Crystal or Dennis to show themselves here in the mid. And Dennis just decides to move up closer. Bangs through the smoke and finds Freiburg.
Great start by him here. Now they'll set up that crossfire. Again, it's Crystal that's playing in your rotation position. He's going to lean back over toward A side, and that's smartly done because that smoke out means Get Right's trying to push through. But Crystal's already on the corner. Get Right finds the first. Oh, what a shot by the second. That's Crystal down. Troubley, the next in line to be on the rotation. Alu's going to find him. Get Right's bowed out of this round, but his job's done. They're a man up, and they've got decent control of the A site. They've just got to be careful of Dennis, who's so aggressive, and that flash is going to catch them off. He's got 2 easily, and now it's into a one-on-one. As Forrest will take down next, and it's Dennis, Mr. Aggressive. What a round by him. All 4 of 5. Nonetheless, what a play through that flashbang.
Dennis really has no fear when it comes to retakes like this. Like, it's a 2-on-2. He got really lucky as well with the initial flashes because Forrest didn't see anything. They ran up. Dennis actually looked around to try and see him, but didn't get a glimpse of Forrest. So they both were basically, they didn't know each other was there. Dennis was like, oh, screw it. I know there's 2 on long. They're the ones I'm going to focus on. Move up through the smoke. He had a perfect gap around the side and took the advantage.
Those plays look so good when they work. Again, we talked about
how so bad when they don't.
Right. Well, I was going to say on Nuke when he was aggressive, it didn't really pay off. That time it does. So NiP's going to go out with 2 AKs.
Speedy's in a great position for the short A. And with that P90 watching in towards the mid, yeah, they reveal one already.
Oh, he took a dink, though, so he lost a lot of health, and they're going to chase him. Exist gets him easily. He's going to try and pick up this gun. That smoke comes out not a moment too soon. Otherwise, he was directly exposed. But look at Crystal. 2 down at Cat already. Not aware that Freiburg's still in the corner, but Freiburg can't connect the shot. Get Right, though. No fear running in. Does at least distract long enough so Freiburg can re-peek it.
The two coming in through short A, scattered out. Freiburg gets the plant down. It's more of the exposed one. He's able to get one kill before he drops. And with Exist down CT spawn, he should be watching that run across. Yeah, with Trouble, he already spraying out. He brings down Get Right. Dance will just go for the defuse, and they try and force Exist into more of an exposed position. Oh, no! He must have killed him a fraction of a second after the bomb was defused.
Wow.
Oh.
I thought that's just... That's one of those things that you like. If the game hadn't have told me, I would have thought it was the other way. I would have thought he had that. So they'll tie it up 6-6. Exist, good effort in the end. Tries to clutch it out, but man, just a fraction of a second too soon. So Penta get away with it. I said they get 6 rounds in the first half easily if they took that pistol. They got ecoed, so they've done it in a different fashion than I thought. But now the question is, how many more can they get CT side?
We'll find out. I just want to give massive props to Crystal. He's been playing an absolute amazing CT half for Penta. He's the top fragger for Penta. And now NiP. Look for the opening. Crystal already starting up again. The nade quite deep. Doing a large amount of chip damage over to the NiP players. And now NiP smokes, flashes, nades, whatever you've got. It's just a hell of a lot of smoke. Crystal can't see anything. They're really just trying to force him to fight from on top of the side. And that's literally where he went to, up and above the smoke. There is still one more CT player sitting on top of that site, so this may not be the easiest thing in the world. Next, as well as Noob, Dennis and Speedy, they clean up the site. Where's these last T players?
Get Right's late to this party. He's not even on catwalk yet, so Exist has to stay alive. He's found one. That's Trouble. He's doing it. He's found another on Dennis, but now it's a one-on-one.
It's a very exposed plant, though.
Speedy just fakes it out. He doesn't have a kit, by the way, so this makes it even more awkward as Get Right is on Cat.
He knows. He heard Speedy running around, so that's why he's not exposing himself. Picked up a nice weapon, but it's the completely exposed bomb site.
Speedy's not even going to go for it. No kit, can't do it, so NiP get away with one there. Man, if Exist went down even sooner than that, that would have been completely doable. They would have had someone to hold the defuse and then fend off Get Right as we saw them do in the previous round. So NiP still hold the lead. This is impressive.
They're going to extend the lead as well, unless Penta can pull up something amazing. We're into an eco now on Penta. They do have a little bit of armor to their names, but Ninjas in Pajamas, they're moving heavy, they're moving fast, and they're coming to the B site. Flash is already going to slow down Get Right. He was the major one to get flashed up. They get through Dennis at least, but a large amount of damage into both Get Right as well as Forrest. 18 and 25 life points, respectively. And Speedy holding, but Alu brings him down. They don't know there's another one next to the car, and all of Penta have rotated back up again. Will this be a repeat of the first round? No, it will not be. This time, Ninjas in Pajamas, with the AK advantage, hold the site and get 8 rounds now to 6 as we go into our last round of the first half. Spend everything you've got. In fact, they're doing it. Double scouts now coming up from Penta.
And it's all they can afford.
Yeah, they're literally flat broke.
First time NiP went B in a long time. Great read. They get in easily. Like you said, they couldn't retake the site that time. It's a lot harder to do when you don't have flashes and just pistols to go against. Flash over mid. Exist still looking for this shot. Does do a lot of damage. Actually gets it as he falls off. So that's Dennis down. Speedy now's the one with that scout. He's pushed up. They haven't smoked him, but it won't matter. Forrest gets the kill.
They're losing too many too fast.
Next is the next one there. He does actually at least get one Forrest, but they're going to fall back. Get Right's already got a kill on Cat, so the map's wide open. NiP just need to decide how they want to approach this A site, or if they're going to take it B. And with Get Right down, I think it's going to be a B.
Yep. They realize where the last player is. Alu's waiting for him to drop down through CT. It's and here it comes. Rec 9 from the side, 1 bullet to the scalp. And that gives 9-6 the advantage Ninjas in Pajamas at the end of their T half. And they are already 1 map up. But as we've kind of discussed before on Dust2, it's a map where like 6-9's not that bad. Either way, it could always go CT. It can go T side. One of the most balanced maps as far as sides.
Yeah, the 1.6 days are over, which was very T orientated. Now it's not the other way around, but it's, as you said, very flexible. You can be strong as CT, you can be strong as T. What this half proved to me, at least, was that Penta can really, really hit their shots, right? Crystal, I think he netted like 20 frags eventually. Dennis as well had like 12 frags. And it's not about the frag amount, but it's like you see how good reflexes and how accurate they are. In many cases, they out-aim NiP. what I think they're failing a lot on is the closure of rounds. They're being too aggressive. They do some random stuff when the smokes is coming in. I think you call it king of the castle before he jumps up on boxes. He has no reason to do that. He should play more passive.
It's the way PENTA play, man. It's controlled aggression, sometimes not with logic. We're already into the second half right now. Pistol round, PENTA moving very quickly up and already getting the plant down on the A site. And Ninjas in Pajamas trying to retake in through that short A, but Dennis is there to shut it down already, bringing down Alu. Exist is able to get a couple of pickoffs. Speedy Jones dropped 2. That's only just one player left, and that's Exist. And he's got a very, very hard task ahead of him.
Yeah, with that bomb already ticking for a considerable amount of time and no kit. He does have armor to get the kills, but it would be a miracle if he got more than that. He's out of ammo for this clip.
He's got 12.
Well,
now he
somehow manages to dodge enough of them.
It's exposed. He's going to flash. Not fast enough. The flash didn't do enough work.
It went too deep. So even if it had a hit, he would have been had vision again. Had he held the defuse because again no kit, 10 seconds, he would have been able to take him.
Oh no, he had the kit then. That was a 5-second countdown.
Oh, he did pick up a kit, so he picked it up on the way in the site. My apologies, I didn't see him pick that up
because when he first came up,
when he first came up ramp, he actually didn't. So
it would have been suicide to attempt a defuse like that. And these double scouts Exist in Forest trying to open up. Speedy picked one up himself, and Exist. And if he gets the timing here, Freiburg with a deagle pushed a long way up through short A, already able to shut down Crystal, but the damage is being done over on the A site. That's where they've already lost the site. In fact, the plant is going to go down. Ninjas in Pajamas just on a hunt for weapons. So Freiburg able to pick up the Galil. There is one player from the T's on long. Next on site, and Dennis watching on short. But they managed to still hold on to the 2 scouts here and the Galil on Freiburg.
And picked up a Galil, yeah. So they'll just sit back at this point.
Yeah, play out the next round. Whoops. Okay, I don't think Forrest is ready for that drop. I don't think Dennis is ready for the jump shot.
Nice play by Alu, though. It's kind of spectator-friendly or exciting to watch, but it's really got no place in the game for me, that jump scout. Alu takes advantage of it, drops another gun off the CTs, and NiP still with a 1-round lead, but not able to buy just yet. So they'll hold on to what they have and see if they can find early kills and information.
Yeah, all they want is those quick frags. If they can move Exist,
look at the investment that they've had to go back in, and they went with 2 Galils. They couldn't afford any more than that, so they'll have to upgrade
Galil could
again.
do some work. They need to try and hold on the side already. Forrest is going to drop. Exist gets only 1, however. There's still 1 more than he would have got with just a basic pistol. Next, spraying through the doors, and they're already jumping up. Alu, he's looking for that peek shot again with the scout. Trouble, he's finally going to be planting this bomb down. There's 3 CTs to retake with pistols as well as a scout. And Crystal's ready for the flank to come up through the mid doors, and that's when NiP are going to get completely sandwiched.
So they've got control of the wall. They just need to hold them on the other side of it. That flash almost caught Nex at the wrong time. They'll pop out. That's Alu down. Freiburg's picked up an AK. He's back toward middle. He's got 1 pushing. He tries to go for the pre-fire, and Speedy dodges that accordingly. Easy kill in the end, 9-9. Now we get guns out, though. The question is, what guns are we going to see? I don't think they've got enough. They did. They could go glass cannon. In fact, they actually get chest armor for Alu as well. I thought he might just go completely naked, but he goes for the army, and hopefully an early play toward A, and that's actually where he's headed.
Well, this is going to decide who really gets the momentum here in the second half this round right now. Dennis is already trying to push up through long A, using the smoke to cover, and then just slip himself over to the blue box.
Freiburg's already got an angle on this. He's deep in pit. Doesn't see him get there, but he can easily hold that.
Look at Geralt and Forrest too. They realize the PENTA always like to play this mid, very heavy style. So they're waiting for the pushes to come in, and they've got a really nice crossfire. But the shadow is actually showing Forrest, so Trouble, he just waited it out for Forrest to have a bit of a peek.
Alu was wise to move there. He was sitting back on the A ramp at the boxes holding Cat, but had Freiburg gone down, he was in a really bad position, so he'll get more aggressive and support with Freiburg. But meanwhile, PENTA's grouped in middle. There's a good opportunity for them to get up catwalk, excuse me, but they actually want to take the fight with Get Right, and Speedy's going to get it. So Exist now all by his lonesome in the B site, has a lot of work to do. He's also going to get aggressive in response. There's 1 kill down.
Freiburg's on the flank. It's already been watched. Dennis, he can't get the shot off, though. Freiburg will bring him down. So we're on a 3-on-3 situation. Next knows that NiP have a defender very close on the B site. He's just sitting up with the boxes. Next, yeah, he waited out perfectly. B's open. The movement's coming back through CT, so it's not easy to get through the doors, but the smoke is giving all the cover fire required for PENTA to just go in, while Troubley is that floater in the mid. But with the plant down, you got an AWP. They're probably just going to save this one up.
Troubley's going to try and beat them to long, though. He knows they're there. He's going to try and get around this corner. Freiberg's low, so this exchange will...
Freiberg saw him. Either that or hurt him.
Spammed away. That actually was a huge kill because had he gone down, Alu was alone in pit, and then they would have easily been able to hunt onto him. Now it's a question of how much do they want to invest on the hunt.
Nothing.
Because they themselves don't have a whole lot of money either.
They got the round. That's what really matters. Yes, you're up against an AK as well as an AWP, but at the same time, you take what you got. Make sure you've got the weapons required to win the next round, or at least the economy where you can play a round after that. But they've got a lot of cash on them anyway. It means they've got another, at least one, potentially, just one more buy round if this goes horribly wrong. But it has to go horribly wrong.
So with those two weapons, we'll see how they choose to set up. A little bit different this time. They're going to run it with more B-heavy default. Alu's mid. But all the aggression at long. Freiberg's going to come under threat. They've got two rotating early, but Freiberg's got to be crucial. There's one to his name. Make it two. If he can hold this off, it would be a miracle play, but Speedy's going to get him in the end.
He did the work required. He slowed down the push. Now Get Right just has to stay alive here.
Well, he wants to get that rifle.
Yep. Alu, short A. There goes Troubley.
So Get Right does get it. Lost some health doing so, but very important that they can use that to help secure the cross, because now he's going to get both with it, and that's why he went forward to find it. Great play by NiP, taking full advantage of the weapons they saved. The AK got 4 kills over 2 players, and Alu found the one on short. They'll tie it back up right away, and Penta's going to have to force out, or do they save? It looks like they're just going to go actually, okay, so Nex is going to go for AK. The rest are going to go for the Tech 9.
Okay, it looks like Speedy's playing with a handicap now as he also gets knifed by his own teammate down to 74 life. But with the 2 AWPs, Forest as well as Alu, Penta, Tech 9s or no Tech 9s, they have a hard time getting through this one. Get Right. Not taking any kind of damage here as Forest who gets the kill over on Troubley and scouts out 2 more in through the mid. Shoots the second one. But the smoke is covering the short A approach, and that's exactly where Penta are pushing up from. But there's already one there waiting for him, and that's Alu with his AWP. And it's looking to be almost a flawless round here for NiP. Taking a little bit of damage, but no death so far.
So far. Nex still wants to change that. Get Right knows he's there. Everyone knows he's there. It's been telegraphed at this point, and Get Right's going to get the kill.
And there's that 11th round coming the way of Ninjas in Pajamas. And holding the advantage still, buys coming in from Penta. Whole bunch of AKs and Crystals AWP.
Yeah, there it is. Naked AWP, though. He's going glass cannon. He's 150 light for armor.
Has confidence to do so, especially when you're up against 2 AWPs already. Can he get this pick?
Oh, he tags up Exist. They didn't even smoke that, so there's damage done at B. We'll see if they take advantage. They're not. They're actually still grouping at A.
The bomb actually ran all the way up to upper dark, but it's now coming all the way back again.
Well, the thing is that they're responding. Get Right's already come out of A. Forest has fallen back to the B site. You would think, based on a tag, if it was called, they would go toward B. So they may still get some chance off rotation advantage over toward A, but right now it's actually Freiberg and Alu holding that position.
Yeah, the only way they can get an advantage now on A is if they go through short, because that's the gap which Ninjas in Pajamas has left.
And they've actually headed back toward B.
Yep.
Late getting there, but they'll go for a default setup at this point. Speedy, Troubley, down below in the tunnels. Dennis going to hold off to the off angle on Upper Cat, in toward the door, and Crystal's going to get aggressive. One smoke out to hold them off. They've only got 1 flash, but they've got 3 smokes to utilize, so they'll bounce this out towards CT right now. Try and flood through. Question is, who's going to be the first one through? Get Right still waiting. Exist is forced back. He's going to go all the way back to CT ramp, and now finally they'll funnel through the double doors.
But they're moving very, very slow.
That smoke's going to be gone.
Yep, and Get Right in the perfect corner. Out to pick up 2, looking for the 3rd. He's going to get 1 too. And it's just a horrible choke point. Penta trying to go the slow, sneaky, beaky push through the mid doors.
That second smoke on the corner discouraged them, because that by the time they got through, that smoke at CT was gone. Exist just waited it out and got 2 kills. If they had gone through earlier, they would have had a lot more pressure on the B site, and they might have been able to at least get in and get a bomb plant down. From there, they were low on HP, but They got nothing out of that at all.
And now they're forced into another eco. And they're still up against full rifles and double AWP. And the push they decide to do, bomb through lower dark, and get right. On the long A, Alu's already taken care of Troubly, and there's just this mid-battle with the Tech 9, so Alu will drop, which means they lose their secondary AWP. They might save it later on. Dennis moving in. And he's the last player left alive. He has the AWP in hand. But he's also getting, well, basically attacked from all sides from Ninjas in Pajamas. Oh, is he? He slips out. The A guy didn't drop down to watch for the rotation, so Dennis going to smoke up a dark. He'll at least get the plant down for his team.
Exist going to push right through this, though, knowing he's planting.
Very quick.
So bomb does go down. That gets his team some money, but they'll get the round. So 13 now for NiP. Only 3 to go.
And they make sure they protect that second AWP from NiP, so they can keep playing this range game up against PENTA. And force PENTA to do risky maneuvers like a 5-man push up through mid. They got weapons this time around. But if PENTA don't win this round, they are in so much trouble, because that's probably going to be round 15 going the way of NiP. Unless they can possibly get plant and a couple of kills.
Forrest just spamming through the door, hoping to do some damage.
He did, he got Crystal.
Yeah, 32, but oh, that nade goes into Troubly. Down to 55. He was about to re-peek that corner, and another nade
Dennis.
going into Dennis. Look at these guys.
They found the perfect timing of PENTA when they push up. Dennis is still not discouraging him from coming towards mid, but Forrest is watching it. And will mop up Dennis pretty quickly. Clearance nade from Speedy.
Oh,
Forrest.
nice shot in response, though. Speedy gets him.
Nothing but head. And Speedy's trying to clear out upper dark as well. No one's going to be there. We're on a 4-on-4 situation. Crystal needs the picks, but Alu again sits really tight in that pipe and gets the shot off before any kind of response can come out. PENTA does get the AWP back into the hands of Troubly, however. But they're losing players left, right, and center. And Alu, he takes out one.
This spot is so powerful to hold Cat. He saw him. Yeah, saw his toe come out, just waited for the secondary peek. Tried to bait the shot, not to happen. Alu not fooled. So now it's 2 rounds left and not a lot of money at all to work with. They'll force out. They should be forcing out right now on the T side. Oh, next going to go for the Scar. I'll take it.
All right. Well, I suppose it's all or nothing right now for PENTA. And first pick,
Oh,
Crystal
nice
opens
shot.
up. Alu has been dominating him so much, but get right. He is so aggressively just run up the mid.
And look at the crossfire now. Forrest is going to join him, so when they try and come back out and collect him, Forrest was already there. Not expecting him. Get right gets away. Forrest dropped in the end for it, but now we're back to 3-on-3. This does spread the defense, especially on a map like Dust2, so PENTA needs to take advantage of this situation.
But where is the advantage to be had? They don't know if they can push up into B or not. They've got 2 players in lower dark. They're basically blind on the A side, but with the 2 players, actually they're pushing up on B. Ninjas in Pajamas want information. They want to know where PENTA is moving. That's why they got the 1 floater on long A and then the 2 up through upper dark.
Well, PENTA's moving in exactly the right positions, but the problem is Troubly's the one with the bomb, and he's the one that's sitting behind. They could catch him if he's not quick getting up on the catwalk, and there it is. There's the shots. There's the damage. So information given. Exist takes a dome shot down to 40 in response, but they're already up around the corner, but Freiburg's still there. There's 1. Make it 2 and 3 as he goes right through. They line up.
Oh, I kind of wish I saw that one. That
Oh,
was,
man. Double kill puts us on match points.
that had to be a twofer. Had to be a twofer on the second bullet. And Ninjas in Pajamas, 15-10. One round victory away from taking out the second map and going into the winners bracket final. And all they got to do is just win the best of 3. And they'll be advancing themselves a little bit further forward. Obviously, there's still 3 best of 3s they got to play through to do this. Alu opens up the account over on Troubly. As PENTA, it's a full A. It's a full long A. Freiburg's also waiting here with the AK. So they've just got this crossfire. AK, flashbangs, as well as the AWP. I think PENTA have realized this one's over. Ninjas in Pajamas take out map number 2. They'll advance themselves forward into the winners bracket final to face up against yet-to-be-determined team.
That's right. So PENTA will move down. They'll still have another chance in the consolation game, the 4th place game tonight. But that's right. We still don't know the winner of our other game yet, and we'll get you a little more information on that. Essentially, they had a gentleman's agreement to start the whole match all over from 0, same maps, same bands, and then Envy still had internet issues. So I know the admins have been working with them trying to make that work, but we'll get more information as we can. That said, Karn, What do you think of that game?
Well, first of all, I would love to have seen the Freiburg
Triple,
thing.
yeah, I know.
That must have been a double strong play from him, as well as the NiP team, of course. Well, what to say? I think that PENTA fought bravely. They had some solid strategies. They hit their shots, as I said earlier, but ultimately they're playing against a team, NiP, with so much depth. They are so reliable that even if one player is like just failing them at that very moment, there are so many other people that can shine. Like even again, Freiburg picking up AWP, Alu hitting his shots with both the rifles and the AWP. They just have so much experience, and they can always remind themselves, even going into short-term memory, like we've been in this seat before, we've been challenged, we are about to lose this game, but we lose the entry frag. But then again, they just remind themselves, they remind each other that, okay, guys, just play our game calmly. We end up in plant diffuse situations systematically, throwing a flashbang over the wall together, united. They approach the problem they have in front of them. They are extremely, extremely good at that, and that showed today.
You nailed it, by the way, 16-10.
Excuse me?
You nailed it with your 16-10 prediction.
Congratulations.
So
no skins involved for me, right?
No,
I cannot
still.
bet. I'm an analyst, right?
No.
Still, yeah, but
It's pride points is what you get.
Okay, I'm happy. 6-10.
Yeah, so you were dead on with that one, and it actually was almost 16-9 if not for that split-second diffuse that exists.
Better luck
failed to
next
get the
time.
kill.
Yeah, that was so close, and you got to feel robbed when that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, but impressive play from Crystal, especially. I felt Dennis did some damage as well. I like how kind of flexible Crystal was. He was pretty much, everywhere at once. It felt like Get Right surprised me running up middle. That was like 1.6 style all over it. But yeah, generally a nice game, more close than I think that any of us expected. Obviously, I did say 16-10, but did I really feel that? I felt that NiP would, come out and win this game.
And we said that on Nuke too, which actually
Exactly.
went 16-13. So that was a close. I think that game was actually closer than this game in a lot of ways because NiP had to get those last couple of rounds T-side.
Yeah, but PENTA showed again that they're here to stay, I felt. So it's going to be interesting to follow them in the future, and even more so, if not tonight, we'll see if that's going to happen tomorrow, right? Jumping down in the loser bracket.
That's right, yeah.
We're still waiting for something inside of it to let us know what's going on. More than likely, we'll probably find out when we go to a break. But
yeah, but that said, don't forget to take the opportunity to support these teams and support the prize pool by hitting that subscribe button. We are going to give away 6 skins tonight at the conclusion of the broadcast, and we'll figure out. We'll get you all the information on when exactly that's going to be in just a minute after this break. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
They got to hold the line, but Crystal back in through. PENTA up on the site, up on the platform, and only Get Right's last one. So Ninja Pajamas were allowed the site, but they could not hold it.
Very quick indeed and already there, but Forrest has Crystal. That's your one man down.
Yeah, they know there's more coming, but they need to try and bring down. Dennis is the first one.
Oh,
nice shooting.
Shot. Give them an indication that they should
Troubley.
try and push up Cat. That's where
Troubley's
Troubley
fine.
is.
He didn't see him.
Oh, he went right by him.
Yep.
You're dead right. I don't know if
But
Troubley even
doesn't know.
realized it.
He kills off Alu, and now he realizes there's another one there, but that means Alu thought it was all safe to go. Troubley with the AWP kill. Takes that exist, and now it's 2-on-2. It's a nice Molotov.
Trying to push through, but Crystal's already on the corner. Get Right finds the first. Oh,
big.
what a shot by the second. That's Crystal down. Troubley, the next in line to be on the rotation. Alu's going to find him. Get Right's bowed out of this round, but his job's done. They're a man up, and they've got decent control of the A site. They've just got to be careful of Dennis, who's so aggressive, and that flash is going to catch them off. He's got 2 easily, and now it's into a one-on-one. As Forrest will take down next, and it's Dennis, Mr.
Floor.
And that smoke's
And the
going to be
smoke,
gone.
yep, and Get Right in the perfect corner. Out to pick up 2, looking for the third. He's going to get 1 too. And it's just a horrible choke point. PENTA trying to go the slow, sneaky, beaky push through the mid door.